Hello YouTube, welcome to this video tutorial on how to make custom Nascar diecast using decals and paint. These are the things you're going to need. You're going to need spray paint, power drill, some drill bits, photo editing software, it could be Photoshop or Paint.net, decal paper, Q-tips, and that's basically it. Here are the things you're going to learn in this video. You're going to learn how to strip down a diecast. You're going to learn how to paint a diecast, print off, and make your decals. You're also going to learn how to cut the decals and apply them. Okay, now to strip apart the car, you're going to have to take two drill bits. One that's pretty small that fits all the way through or into the little dent part of the rivet, and you need another one that fits over, almost completely over the rivet, a little bit hanging out. And you want to find the two rivets underneath the car, and then you just need to keep drilling those, and here's a video of me doing that here. Okay, now to take out the windows. There's one rivet located underneath the casing of the car, and it's right there in the middle. And you want to just take your drill bit and drill right through that hole right there. Make sure you don't go through all the way through the car. You're going to have to try to angle your drill bits in different angles to fully get it off. And then your windows should just pop right out. And to put together all these cars, you just have to super glue them all back together. Now that you have the window out, you will fully stripped your car down and it's ready to be painted. Now that you got your diecast all stripped down, it's ready to start painting. You want to pick up some spray paint that you can pick up at any hardware store, like Walmart, and you want to apply 3 to 4 coats on it for white. That's what I'm going to be painting mine. Just go over it nice and evenly, like I am here. And just do nice little short sprays like that. Make sure you cover it evenly. Make sure you get both of the sides and the back evenly. And just do this about 3 or 4 times. Or at least until you can't see any of the decals underneath it anymore. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make your templates for the decals. Now what you want to do right away is you want to download this template, any template. I used the Bullring 2012 mod for NASCAR Racing 2003 season. And just look up Bullring 2012 templates NR 2003. You should find them really pretty fast. And what I usually do right off the bat is I take off the base color, and now what you want to do is now you can add all the numbers like 69. You could make them as big as you want. Put it like right here on the door, and then after you just basically just put in all your sponsors, then you're good. And now what you have to do is you have to take off everything that you don't need. like everything. So all you have left is just the decals, the tail lights, the headlights, all that stuff. So you just go through here, like the driver parts, basically anything that doesn't have to do with decals, like the grill tear-offs, lower grill, you don't really need that on. Charger parts, definitely have that on. Charger, Goodyear roof camera, you don't need. Jack marks, don't need. Splitter, and like the skirts, like everything that doesn't have to deal with decals. I hope that, like the tail lights, of course, roll cage you don't need. Spoiler color you don't need. And if you get the white decal background, okay, inkjet printers do not print white. Everything that is white on here will not be printed off. All of these things will be somewhat transparent if you print them on clear backing. So if you have a multicolored car, you should probably go with the white background. You need to be more precise with the cutout of your diecast or decals, sorry. And what I like to do here is just like make a box like that around there and have the color and get as close as possible to it, so that way when you apply it, it looks somewhat good. It looks a lot better. So that's basically it. Okay, now it's time to apply the decals. And what you want to do for this, you want to get an X-Acto knife. Got mine at Walmart for about $4. You could also use scissors, but I like the X-Acto knife because you can get more precise. You're going to want some Q-tips. Those are very helpful to move around the decals when they're already on the car. Tweezers for when you hold the decals in water. And of course your car. So I'm going to start cutting out some of these. So I cut out the number 1 for the roof. And when you cut it out, I like to cut it out pretty close to the ink. But this is clear decal paper, so it has a clear backing to it, and inkjet printers, I think I said this before, do not print white. Since it has a white car, it really doesn't matter. So, and it's easier just to have a clear backing on a white car. So what you want to do is, this can be kind of hard to do with one hand, you want to pick up the decal. Don't hold it too tight with the tweezers. You want to hold it in there. You can do that for about 15 seconds to about 30 seconds. Well, and turn the camera here. You should be able to tell when it's ready when you see the decals start to slip like that off the paper. Now what you do is you take the Q-tip. I usually like to get one side pretty wet. You just rub it on. When it's on the car, that's when you can use the Q-tip to position it to the way you want it. And if it does start to dry right away, make sure you get this wet. I'm sorry my speech isn't that good. I'm trying to concentrate. See, like it's starting to stick? You might want to have to reapply some water on your Q-tip. Then it should move right away. I like to get it perfect. I like when everything looks perfect. That's how it looks when it's on. Now you can wait for it to dry. I like to wait for it to dry for a couple seconds. You just take the Q-tip and dab it. If it starts to move when you start dabbing it, just let it dry a little bit more. And you could just try dabbing it. Yeah, it's still moving. Still pretty wet. That's the basic procedure, what you do for each decal. And I'm going to go start putting on more. And once it starts getting more complicated, then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I just got this whole side just put on that last decal right there. And I'm going to help you guys with that red line on the bottom. And let's see if I can. On this side, I already applied the decal. It's in one strip. If I can hold it and cut it, I cut it right in the middle where the cavity for the tire is. And then I take a wet Q-tip. Okay. And I take the Q-tip and I roll it. Okay, sorry, I was a little stuck. You roll it behind the car. See that? Let's do that for this one. Just roll it back. Later on, I'll put a clear coat of paint on it. Now I'm going to do that to the back one. Really? Sorry, my hands are really shaky. You know that point where you're so concentrated and your hands get all shaky? There's like one strand right there. Okay, I broke it. There's one strand. Wow, it turned out so much better on the other side. Just roll it back. Just like that. All I have to do is this side and then I'm done.